Alright, what is up, everyone? How's everyone doing? Happy Saturday. Sorry if I sound a little bit exhausted. It's just that my head is a little congested. My nose is on the run. I have to catch it. Yeah, got the sniffles. A little bit of the sniffles. Not too bad. So it's not horrible or anything. It's just a little annoying. Leanna had it earlier this week, so now I've got it. Which is what happens when you live with someone. And you share the same bed, the same air, the same everything. So it'll probably take a few days for me to try to get over it here. But it is what it is. So apologies in advance. As you will hear me probably blowing my nose and choking and doing annoying things during the course of the stream. But, you know, that's life. So, welcome. Yes, I know that this stream is kind of a surprise to many because I said that I would not be streaming Fallout 4 moving forward, but I decided that today would be just an exception just for the heck of it. There's no particular reason why I'm streaming today at all. I just decided that I would just do it for no reason. Just, hey, what the hell? I haven't done it in a week. I stopped streaming Fallout 4 last week, actually. It was last Sunday. And there wasn't too much interest on that day. And so all this week I've been playing it, but I played it offline. Today I said, what the hell? Make an exception. Stream just for the heck of it. See if anyone turns up. So thank you to those of you who have turned up. Very nice. And I'm looking forward to more Fallout. Actually, I'll be honest. Yesterday I didn't play Fallout and I was craving it. That's the damn truth. I was, yesterday I focused on Rise of the Tomb Raider and the final episode of Game of Thrones. And when I finished up at the end of the day, I was like, man, I kind of wish that I'd played some Fallout today. You know, it's good to be making this progress pretty much every day in the game, being that it's so long. I am enjoying, focusing in on it and, doing a little bit of progress every single day. It's a cool feeling. It's kind of like an organic experience almost, where every day you grow a little more, every day you expand a little more, get a little better, get a new skill, get a new bobblehead, get a new collectible, get a new weapon, fight a new legendary. I like that about the game, that it doesn't really end. It's not a grind. A lot of these games today, right? Again, apologies, because, like I said, I am suffering cold symptoms here, but, a lot of these games, yes, they have tons of content, right? Oh my god, this game has 80 gameplay hours, and out of that, 60 of them are repetitive nonsense. It's the same shit over and over. In Fallout, this is all new locations and stuff. We're doing quest lines opening up, and I like that about the game, that there's variety to it. Yeah, of course, you could argue, well, it's the same gameplay. Of course, but there's variety in the story, in the enemies you're coming up against, in the items you're finding, the, uniqueness of the armor pieces and the weapons that you find, and leveling up, getting the new perks and utilizing that. I like this. It's a lot of fun. So, thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate it. And this will be around a 2.5 to 3 hour stream, as typical for a Saturday. Excuse me. And, as usual, I'll be recording, and the footage will be uploaded to DSPGaming immediately following the end of the stream. There will be a new DSP Tries It today. I've been trying to hype it up for a few days because it really is a unique one. Probably the most disgusting DSP Tries It ever. I'm not even kidding. I'm serious. I'm not even kidding. It's that bad. It's just, I won't spoil. I don't want to give anyone a hint of what the item is. I want it to be a complete, not surprised, but, something that you're not spoiled on. But it is the grossest thing I've ever eaten on DSP Tries It, by far. And I've eaten all these various things over the years. Salads that were gross. The Double Down from KFC was actually one of the first things I ever tried on the series. This is worse. You'll see what I mean. You'll definitely see what I mean when it's released later this afternoon. So hopefully you'll check that out too. That'll be live on the King of Hate Vlogs, my vlogging channel. And tomorrow, I'll go back to Rise of the Tomb Raider. We'll do a Tomb Raider stream. Alright. And, my initial impressions from yesterday were kind of reserved because, unfortunately, it seems to me, the first several hours of the game were more of an intro than anything else, and it is a slow beginning. You know, it's every cliche for one of these adventure games. Every single possible cliche when you think about it. Oh no, everything that could go wrong is going wrong. Calamity, you know, and it's ridiculous and silly in my opinion, because you know, you would think this is the sequel, right? This is the sequel. They're trying to do something different. They're trying to get a new group of gamers into it. No, they really, at least in the first 2.5 hours that I've played Rise of the Tomb Raider, did not go outside the box at all. You know, at all. It was just, you know, very kind of safe. Very kind of not going outside the box at all. So I'm hoping that in the next session or two that I play it, that it does pick up. It's funny because, you know, I hadn't played it. I didn't play it that first week when it was released. I was playing Fallout 4. And a lot of people had told me, Phil, you've got to play it. It's like a really good game. It's a shame that no one bought it and the sales numbers are so bad because the game's, you know, exceptional. And you should certainly play the game. Don't pass it up. You got to play it. And then I played it for 2.5 hours and I'm kind of like, eh. I mean, I'll be honest. I think that actually the first one, right? The first one, which was the original reboot, was better so far. Like, at least that game, it was like fresh and different because you know, you hadn't played one recently and you wanted to see what they were going to do with it, that they were changing it up. And that Lara Croft's character design was very different, and it was a very, let's face it, it was a very gruesome game. Some gruesome deaths and things going on in the game, like right away, right off the bat. And in this one, it's kind of like way more slow paced. So I guess we'll see what happens tomorrow. That will be my gameplay stream, and we'll go from there. And the weekend preview. This weekend preview will be interesting because I'll be explaining the entire week coming up, where we've got not only continuing of Fallout 4 and Rise of the Tomb Raider, but we've got the Bloodborne DLC coming up, which I am going to be doing now. It was a big announcement from yesterday, is that I am going to be doing the Bloodborne DLC, even though originally I had planned to skip it. Seems that, you know, that now there's the ability to do it a lot easier than what I had anticipated, which, you know, if From Software had just said that up front, I probably would not have been so worried about doing this DLC, and I wouldn't have planned a fan appreciation week around this week. But now I'm kind of calling an audible and delaying that until Christmas. And so this week will be Bloodborne DLC, Fallout 4, Rise of the Tomb Raider. We'll also have a special Ask the King for the first time in 2 months. That's going to be on Thanksgiving Day, which is this Thursday. And this weekend I'm going to be trimming my Christmas tree. It's right. It is a yearly thing that I do. It's a holiday tradition that I put up my Christmas tree. I film it and I talk about things, you know, throughout the year and stuff like that. And this year's no exception. We'll be putting up the tree. It's going to be well, actually this year we're doing not really a Frozen theme, but think that, where it's like a blue and silver and white kind of a theme, like a wintry, icy theme to the tree. And so we have all these decorations. We bought everything last year, so we have all these ornaments and decorations that are catered to that we're going to be using, and we're pretty excited to trim the tree this coming a week from today. Oh wow, yeah, it's a week from today actually. So that's pretty cool. And then in early December, you know, we got more stuff coming up. But I won't get too ahead of myself. So it's going to be a fun few weeks here. Hopefully, you're enjoying the stuff going on. I know that there's not too much hoopla around the Rise of the Tomb Raider playthrough, and quite honestly, I'm not too surprised. You know, the game's a week and a half old, so any of that, new release hype is kind of gone, and once the game's sales numbers were released, most people are like, I don't really care about that game, no one's playing it. It's kind of silly. It really is. It's kind of silly that that's how people, how opinions will change. Everyone was all, it's going to be a really good game. Then it comes out, no one talks about it at all. The game's completely lost in the Fallout 4 hype, and now everyone's kind of like, But that's what happens, right? So, that's really about it. I'm not going to go too long here on pre-stream. I want to get right into Fallout 4. And, you know, play for a while here. This afternoon, actually, this is our errand day. Saturday is our errands day where we go out and do stuff. We're actually going to try out, if you can believe it, an Italian restaurant. Yeah, we're actually going to try an Italian restaurant here in Seattle, which, since we moved here a year and a half ago, We have completely stayed away from Italian because we know that West Coast Italian in the United States is not what we're used to. It's not true Italian food. A lot of, there's very few Italian people out here on the West Coast for whatever reason. They really centralized in the East Coast, where I used to live, used to be like a hotbed for Italians and Italian cooking. And so, for us to go and try out Italians is kind of outside of our comfort zone. So we'll see. I'm going to try some Italian today. I'm not sure what I'm going to get. I want to get like a traditional dish. Maybe I'll get like chicken parm. I know they have a couple of veal dishes. And I'm curious, this place we're going to doesn't even do regular pizza. They only do flatbread pizza. I'm sorry, excuse me. I misspoke. Thin crust pizza, which, by the way, is not Italian pizza. If you talk to a true Italian cook and you ask them to make you a thin crust pizza, they'll look at you like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's not real pizza. So, we'll see what happens. We're branching out a little bit. We lived here for a year and a half now, and we've tried the local fare, which is around here. Mostly the things you'll see are generic kind of American food, which is a lot of like comfort foods, slow roasted meats and chicken and stuff like that. That's very popular out here. And Asian food, Thai food in particular, Japanese, Vietnamese, Chinese, any kind of Asian food, huge in this area of the country. But for the most part, that's really and Mexican. There's a lot of Mexican stuff out here too. On the East Coast, I had like almost no Mexican food at all. Now there's tons of Mexican food out here, which is good because that's good variety for me because I'm not used to it. But Italian food, man, we are very much missing. Out of all the things that I miss about the East Coast, the Italian food, man. I miss my v.a.t.s, my local pizzeria that we used to get. Oh, fresh pizza, so good. And all the Italian veal parmesan. Oh man, makes my mouth water. My mouth is watering now. Damn it! Why did I start thinking about this? All right, everyone. I think that's it for the pre-stream. I'll do very quickly the gratuitous plugs. I don't think because this is a core stream. This is for the core viewers. This certainly isn't going to be a stream that brings in a lot of views, being that I haven't even streamed Fallout 4 for a week. But you guys know about Patreon. I'm not going to go on about it. You know that there's about a week left, a little over a week left to pledge to my Patreon for the month. And if we hit the goal this month, I'll be doing a marathon that the patrons will control. Whether it's going to be Conker's Bad Fur Day or Banjo-Kazooie or Crash Bandicoot 3, excuse me. That'll be in the hands of the voters, the patrons. $5 patrons for this month will be voting on that. If we hit the goal, I don't know if we're going to hit the goal. I certainly don't want to get overconfident, because if you remember back in August, I got super overconfident, and then at the end of the month, we almost didn't hit the goal because I was kind of not talking about it all month, and that was my fault. But you can pledge, get cool perks, and maybe we'll hit the goal, right? Hopefully we do. And you can also check out my girlfriend Leanna's business, The Black Current, which is at etsy.com/shop/The Black Current. Right now, she's in full holiday mode. She's got her winter line that just launched a week or two ago, and she just got a bunch of big orders for Christmas. People who are buying things, gifts for their families and stuff. So, check it out. If you make an order of $20 or more, which, by the way, I should probably mention she makes handmade glycerin soaps, scented soaps, and wax tart melts. Check out the website, The Black Current, and use a discount code CELEBRATE100. CELEBRATE100 to save 10% on your order of $20 or more by the end of the year. Now I'm a salesman, full-on salesman mode. I'm not being too loud and I'm not being too excited today simply because, like I said, I am feeling under the weather. Not too bad, but the sniffles are a little annoying, especially when you're going to talk for the next 3 hours, All right, well, all right, thank you, everyone. Let's get started. Short and sweet pre-stream today, and I want to say thank you to the chat mod, the Hidden Boss, for putting that link to Leanna's shop in the stream chat. I appreciate that. All right. Let's get started with Fallout 4, everybody. Very nice.